and welcome to today's video where I will be talking about how to navigate AI integration within your organizational or within your personal elements, really. Um, so as you're aware, AI is a big thing at the moment, and there's loads and loads of tools being developed in the industry which have huge potential change in the way we do things and benefits and disadvantages. However, integrating it within any kind of your organization or yourself takes some actual key elements to make sure it goes through reasonably smoothly, or some key considerations, should I say. So elements I will be covering is training and upskilling, some ensuring your data quality and integrate for your integration is good, setting realistic expectations and goals as part of that, and overcoming some challenges as part of when you integrate AI. So with that today, let me go into the details. So really training and upskilling. So one of the things with AI, it's new, it's got different tools, it's got loads of benefits, but training and upskilling your team members on AI is a real must. Having your workforce that are upskilled and trained on how to use that tool. So it's pretty much like Word, Excel, when the features within those. If you don't upskill or train your people in how to use that, then there's tools that are not being used. So again, getting your team or individuals or yourself, if you are just trying to use AI tools at home, find tools online. There's loads of things you can do. There's training if you're doing in organizations, and get that training done so that people understand how they can utilize that tool to its best capability. And making sure that it gets done. So again, if you don't understand it, you can't learn it. If you can't learn it, uh, then you don't use it, and that's what you don't want. What you want to do is make people understand it, so they want to learn it, and when they will learn it and start playing with it, they'll start using it, and that's key. Next one is ensuring data quality and integration. Now, one of the things with AI is that it uses a lot of data to crunch information. If your data quality is poor, then it will obviously output poor. So basically, the old analogy, you put rubbish in, rubbish comes out, and that's one of the things that needs to be really, really thought about. And your organizational data, how you may use it. I don't know if you're using it for financial analysis, having the right quality of data and getting people to review that data to make sure it's correct so that it can start pulling that information out is really, really key. Again, put in bad data, you'll get bad results, and that's not what you want to do. Next is really, you've got to set some realistic expectations and goals. You've got to manage expectations during your AI integration. What's going to happen. It's not going to, it's not. I think what will happen is that you'll implement small elements of AI, and then gradually you'll start introducing more and more, and move those forward. It's got to be a learning curve. Will it work? There's loads of departmental learning. So IT, for example, security, data governance, all those things need to be looked at. Legals, financial costs, all those are got to be considered. So be realistic with your expectation goals. Don't try to be too optimistic too quickly, but don't be afraid to challenge yourself to get the best out of these tools. And if you've set yourself a clear road, clear, realistic goals, it will drive successful implementations and adaptations within the team as well. So the next one is really overcoming challenges. When you integrate anything new, you've got lots and lots of challenges. You will have technical roadblocks, you will have user roadblocks, you will have people blocking you all the way through it, because change is a negative unless it's driven from it's considered negative by a lot of people, and adopting anything new is always difficult. So it's really key that you understand how overcoming these challenges. My top one will be fear of change. People are really, really reluctant to take on new things. So you've got to sell it, make sure that you challenge it head on, make sure that you address people's concerns, and get the human element really sorted, because as you can imagine, there's lots of news out there saying that there's going to be lots of job displacement, all the rest of it long term. So the fear factor is huge. So that's one of the many challenges. Technical challenges is really how are you going to implement it, how is it going to work, how are you going to govern it, how are you going to be make sure it's secure, how is your data going to be managed. All those things need to be considered. Uh, and those are all new features now. The same thing happened when we were implementing, VM servers in the cloud, etc. And people were looking, oh, how are we going to do this? How are we going to maintain our security? And it was all there, and it's all doable, and it evolved over time, and then people adopted it and cloud as being the way forward. And I think that's what's going to happen with AI as well. So, in summary, you know, when you are navigating your AI integration, really have a clear, make sure your people around you or yourself are trained and upskilled. Ensure that the data that you are using for this AI to analyze data or give you outputs is of good quality and standard and has been reviewed thoroughly. And then one thing I did miss earlier was how you add to that data. There's a governance process, I would say, because of adding data incorrectly along the way could cause issues as well. And set yourself some realistic expectations and goals on what you're going to deliver and when. And then don't forget, there are lots of challenges that will come along the way that need to be handled head on. You need to address them. And I would say the people side of things is your biggest challenge. So overall, Matt, getting your AI integration is really key, but keep those elements in mind, and I think you will find that it will support your integration into AI. Now, thank you for listening, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel and look forward to the next video.